Brady, and the really good quarterbacks understand is that wide receivers wants to be appreciated. Bro, I need you. I count on you. Bro, you know, I'm going to come to you in the fourth. Don't ever make them feel like you can do this without them. And I felt the relationship with Ben and A.B. frayed when Ben made A.B. feel like he could put numbers up and he could do this without him. And A.B. said, okay, you think that? Okay, I'm going to show you. Trade me. That's when A.B. started wanting out, when Ben started, you know, pretending like he could do things without A.B. Brady has really never made him.
Remember, Ben publicly criticized him for running the wrong route. Remember? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we ran the route to Shannon and Denver, got picked off. And so I think that was one of the things that kind of, and it has started to fray. I think, you know, him being late for meetings, him being late for walkthroughs, him being late for a lot of things, that started to rub Ben. Ben, you know, talked about things like that publicly. And I don't think that'll be the problem with Tom. But I just believe that Tom ultimately looks at this is that this is a great relationship because I can get to where I need to be, and this guy can help me. He was only there skipping out. We go back and forth, Skip, say maybe a week. I would say he was there for 10 days. And he saw the way A.B. worked in practice.
He did.
And Tom Brady is a guy that believed that practice is a direct correlation to where a guy's going to play in the game. And so he saw how hard A.B. worked in practice. That correlated to the game. And he's like, well, you know what? Man, if I had this guy again, if I get an opportunity to work with him again, I definitely want that. But there's no question. He believes A.B. can play. A.B. can help him get to the Super Bowl, and that's one of the reasons. Are they friends? I don't know. Friends, the term. They're friendly. Do I look at them as him and Edelman, him and Amendola, him and Gronk, him and Jay Feely? No.
No.
Okay.
No, that relationship is totally different from that standpoint when you mention those guys. But at the end of the day, like you say, it's going to be about football and trying to catch them up at the same time. But I think Tom Brady is trying to be that great teammate and that mentor from him from that standpoint of making sure that he makes the right decision. You got to think, Bruce Arians is not the one to play with. You make one mistake with him, like he already said in the media to Antonio Brown himself, you mess up one time, you're gone.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if this is Antonio Brown's last chance at anything, so he has to act right no matter how you look at it.
Okay, Crow, let's cut to the chase here. Right. Shannon and I went back and forth about this to open today's show. To me, deep down, Shannon just believes that there's no way this white, pretty boy from San Mateo, California, married to a supermodel, the GOAT quarterback, would actually become real friends, like BFF, sort of best friends for life kind of friends, genuine friendship with an Antonio Brown, who obviously practices hard. That's what Brady loves about him. And obviously he can help Brady win another Super Bowl in Tampa. But Antonio has a long, ugly track record of off-field incidents that are not exactly sort of Brady-esque. So it's hard for Shannon to connect the dots to real friendship that transcends what can you do for me on the football field. Is that fair to say?
That's very fair to say.
Okay. I told Shannon he well could be right. But when it comes to the Brady I always hear about from players who played with Tom Brady, Shannon also could be wrong on this one. We just don't know because Brady shatters a lot of molds. Quarterbacks don't act like Tom Brady. That drives Shannon crazy because he doesn't carry himself like most franchise quarterbacks do. And he gets on social media and acts like a goofy, silly dad jokes and bad jokes and lame jokes. And it's not how Shannon perceives his franchise quarterback should act publicly, right?
Well, I think the thing is with me, Skip, Tom Brady is what I thought a franchise quarterback would be. He's very guarded, very scripted.
Yep.
You see the way he dressed? He has on Tom Ford. He has a turtleneck on, has the knife. He's always immaculately dressed. Peyton Manning, when you see him the way he carries himself. So Tom Brady is what I thought a franchise quarterback would look like and sound like.
Okay, but he can be a weird dude in that every once in a while he does something that just cuts against all the grain of what a quarterback should be. Listen, the time I've been around Antonio Brown, he is fun to be around, man. He is a ball of fire. I don't doubt it that Brady's kids love him because he's, man, you want to talk about charismatic? He's about as charismatic a player as I've ever been around before. When he wants to turn on that charm, woo.
Right.
Okay. So is it possible they've connected on a little deeper level? Because Crow, I also told Shannon, they're both their 6th-round picks. Antonio was number 196, and Tom Brady, as he always reminds everybody, was number 199. Maybe there's a little bond there, a little rapport. I don't know. Is it friends for life?
Well, yes, and plus, Crow, you think about when you're a 6th-round draft pick and you work your way up and become what Tom Brady became, and you work your way and AB became. Obviously, that's hard work, Skip. Yeah, that's hard work.
Okay. So, Crow, like I heard the other day, I read where Logan Ryan, who used to play with Brady, now with the Giants, obviously, picked off Brady, picked 60 at the end of his New England career.
In Tennessee.
And they text all the time. Well, is that unusual? Is it weird for the GOAT quarterback to be texting with Logan? I don't know. It just seems like Tom has a lot of quote-unquote weird relationships.
It is.
But you got to think about this, though. Yeah. You guys are saying, like, it's weird, but think about this. When guys go in and go do their Hall of Fame speech and do all that stuff, they never really talk about football. They talk about the things that life-wise or the relationships they have with guys inside the locker room. And that's what Tom Brady is trying to build. It's just like, this is a brotherhood. This is a brotherhood for life. So that's what Tom Brady takes seriously. And that's something that he sees where he can have with Antonio Brown also as being a mentor.
Media skill, guys, and like I said, so you guys could be right. Maybe this is, texting. I mean, when I was playing, then look, if you weren't like close, I ain't get no text. Guys that I mean, there are a few guys that I still text with when I played in Baltimore, and we pick up the phone and we call each other every so often. But
how many close friends do you have from football? I mean, seriously, close friends. You don't have to name them, but who would you have many, if any, that you would consider like a lifelong friend?
Probably 4.
Okay.
I'm talking about that we talk. I mean, one of my friends from college, we talk every single day, 25 times a day.
And that counts.
My best friend plays. One of my best friends is a coach, special teams coach at the Chargers. 4 probably, Skip.
Okay. Crow, how many?
I'll probably say 5 to 6.
5 that you keep in regular touch with.
Constant contact with. We're texting every day, or we talking something every single day.
Any from
there's
college?
Not a day that go by. Yeah. From college and from the pros.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like they know I'm not a group. Don't put me in no group text. Because they've done, man, let's get Sharpe in the group text. They're like, man, y'all know how Sharpe is. No. If you know me, you know how I am. You know all my moves, my ways. They don't even bother me with that. But you know what, guys? Hey, I guess social media has changed a lot, Skip. People stay in contact, but like I said, I ain't one of those guys. I just and Tom is like you said, Skip. You've talked to people that know Tom. You've never talked to him, and the few times that I met him, he's very personable. Very greet, hey, how you doing? Yada, yada, yada. He's one of those guys. He makes you feel like he's known you. He's genuinely happy to see you. And I don't look at him as being scripted. I know it's scripted. I mean, the way he dresses, the way he says things. But jumping in the leaves and jumping off glass, man, get out, stop jumping in them leaves.
I know, I agree. I hear you. Okay, so Crow, final question here is it possible that Tom Brady and Antonio Brown are so close, there's such a connection, that it actually hurts the team? Because it looks like even in that one game they played, New England at Miami, Brady is going to force feed him the football. Will Mike Evans and Chris Godwin start saying, what is up with this? Are we chopped liver over here?
Yep.
No, I don't see it. Y'all got to think, Bruce Arians is a straightforward coach. He gonna tell it how it is. And I think the biggest thing is, you just got to find your mismatches. And I think that's what he's going to end up trying to do. Yes, you're going to try to feed Antonio Brown the ball as much as you can. But at the end of the day, you can't take away from the guys that's like Chris Godwin or Mike Evans or Mickens, who's actually came around. And what's the kid named Miller?
Scotty
Miller. So, you're not going to take away from those guys. You're not going to take away from Gronk neither. You just add another weapon that you can put into the slot. that can be a lot more dangerous than versus everybody else.
You know what I do? That's how I'm gonna do it. Cause I know I'm gonna double Mike Evans and Godwin. I'm gonna force him to throw the ball to AB.
Force him?
Yeah, because when Dez and T.O. and Odell didn't get the ball early, what they do? What they do, Crow? I'm gonna turn you against each other from within. I know how to get you, because I know you want that ball. Oh, Brady throw about 5 of them things early to AB. Mike Evans gonna be looking at Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin gonna be looking at Mike Evans. Like, what's going on, bro? He just got here. He get on.
Shannon, I can't say that because Godwin didn't catch a pass into the fourth quarter one game. So it's just like you got to think about that. So it's not about. It's about wins right now. And Bruce Arians, that's one thing Bruce Arians gonna preach about. I don't care what you do. Only thing I do is want a W. I don't care about your stats. I don't care about none of that. If you're not here to come here and win this game, I don't care.
Everybody says all they care about them dubs, but I need to get about 10 catches for $150 and 2 touchdowns in that dub. That's what them guys care about. Oh, I don't care about no sacks.
Come on, man. Come on, see.
Antonio, thank you.
You don't Crow hide either.
I appreciate you keeping these two in line. Thanks for checking in, Crow. We will, I'm sure, talk to you later this week. And I can't believe I'm even asking this, but will the Cowboys pull off a miracle against the undefeated Steelers this Sunday?
Yeah.
That is next.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, and I won't back down.
Thank you.